Hi, I'm Ciliann. Welcome to my art channel. In this video, I show you how to paint an acrylic still life painting of Asian cuisine. Enjoy! So for this painting, I chose black canvas paper, which is the same thing as a black canvas, but it's not a canvas, it's a paper. It's used for oil or acrylic, and it's a lot of fun. Black canvases make some of the most prettiest, interesting paintings, since you're starting off with a layer of mystery and depth. So on top of my black canvas paper, I drew circles with a cover of my paint jar, and around those I put a nice layer of blue that the black shows through very well. It makes it look darker than the actual color is. And then the white plates that we paint on top of that contrast very nicely. And here we'll just put some highlights and some shadows on the plates and around the plates and bowls to make them look like they're not just polka dots. So we'll be tasting some Asian food today. First we'll make a steamer with bao buns. I've made those and they're good. Here are those slits in the steamer. And there are different ways to make them. I think the way I made them was with water inside the frying pan that eventually got drunk up into the buns. So I didn't actually use a steamer. But this is the traditional way. And here are some what looks like big leaves so that dough doesn't stick to the basket. And it's basically just a circle of dough with a filling of meat inside, meat with sauce, and closed together on top. I don't know how to close it properly. Couldn't get the hang of it. In our next bowl we have some beef stew with scallions on top. It looks like it's in a sweet and sour sauce. And here's some sweet chili sauce in a small bowl, and soy sauce in another small bowl. Now we'll come to our 3 scoops of rice. So first we put down some dark color for the background, and we'll leave that to dry, and in the meantime we'll go over and put down a layer for the chicken, sesame chicken. First dark brown, then brown mixed with yellow, and some white highlights, and a sprinkling of sesames. And those are our chicken wings, I think. Couldn't tell from the picture. So to these dark circles of what is supposed to be scoops of rice, we'll just put on dots of white, and using the palette knife we'll stick into the paint to make it sort of a bumpy textured surface, and we'll keep adding dots of white on top of that to just make it look like it's actually piles of rice. And since they are not flat but they are rounded, they have a little shadow on the sides. And here's the star of the show, Sushi. I've made sushi many times. I don't use raw fish, I like to use gravlax. Or fried fish or baked fish. Usually salmon in a sweet sauce. Or tuna. So we have some over here that look like lox and avocado, and some that look like they have red tuna. Of course, for the picture, I did it fresh because I'm not eating it anyway. And there are the kinds that have the sushi wrapped around the rice, or the opposite. And there's the wasabi and pickled ginger. And just some extra pieces of lox on the plate. Now we'll give our chicken wings some partially cooked broccoli. What's it called? Blanched. Still crunchy, but tender enough. And here's our bowl of wonton soup. So on top of our plate, we put a shadow to show that there's a bowl up there. And we see that the inside of the bowl has a gray shadow as well. And here are those dumplings. Try to make some creases and some scallions around them. And we'll have some spicy mayo. I'm not sure if that's actually so Asian or if it's an American addition, but it tastes good. So let's finish off our sushi platter with scallions and more kinds of sushi, and we'll brighten up our broccoli. And we'll add some chopsticks to eat it with. Forgot to mention, when I made that bowl of soup, I used the palette knife to smooth the surface so that it shouldn't look like it was all ripply. So you're ready to join me for dinner? We have some spoons, some chopsticks. Take whichever one you prefer. And have a nice meal.